I apologize for the cutoff in the last video. But as I was saying, you can use pen to for projects that have to do with coloring. So where the student interacts with where the player interacts with the actual environment itself. Operators is a way to compare, to add extra conditionals, and statements. So say something like this, we can put something like that in here because it fits, and then you can put additional things like that if something is equal to this, blah blah, and so on and so forth. Um, um, and then you have data. So data, you make a variable. Basically, the way this works is, let's say, I don't know, score or something. You can make it for specifically this sprite or for all sprites. This the ability to change between which sprite you use, and it's useful because um, the what the variable becomes for, let's say, um, the whole environment you have here affects every single variable. So this is a way to link different variables together. So or different objects together on your screen. So let's say just for all sprites, doesn't matter. You're basically gonna be given the name for your variable. Um, you can make multiple variables for an object. Um, you can modify what it is. You can show it, um, and so on and so forth. More blocks is it's not something that you'd be teaching someone. It's something that um, which is not something that has anything to do with Scratch projects. But yeah, essentially this is how you would use Scratch. You should always save your work once you sign in, of course. And anyone with the passwords can go ahead and share it. Someone has the opportunity. It's not shown here, but once you click on file, you can share your project. So anyone can share their project with anyone. They can make it public, and anyone else can play anyone else's game. Um, but yeah, so going back to Scratch projects, let's say we start off with the maze game. Um, every single project, so just gonna fix this, run plugins all this time. Let's reload this. Hopefully it'll work. All right, now it's working. Great. So you're basically given instructions on how to do everything. So to start off, they give us some general things about the game. So this is an actual game, so you can go ahead and press it. You can play it, and right now what I'm pressing is the up, down, left, right key. So just to navigate through a maze, and the maze is actually drawn by the student on the backdrop on tab on Scratch. So um, yeah, so as you can see, there's a variable that was made for the level, um, and that variable will change once this red square hits something pink like this. Let's say that's one way to code it, and basically the user can specify what commands lead to what sort of motions, um, and so you can play here. You can also play on a larger screen if it ever opens. I guess not. Um, but generally, if you press this, it's gonna open into a larger screen of the same thing. And this goes through what you're supposed to do step by step. So it says make a background, design your maze using one color. So let's say we go back here, we go over here, and any day now when my computer decides that it wants to work. 1 second. Let's just make this big. Let's see. Let's go to backdrops. All right. So let's say I get rid of this. All right. No. Let's just get a new one. So let's say we add a blue sky, whatever. And let's say, oh, all right. Let's delete this. Cool. Let's say we don't want this. Come on. All right. So we have this background. I can go ahead. and make a maze.